What's up, guys? Zack Hample here at Camden Yards in Baltimore for the third straight game between the Angels and the Orioles. Here we go!
So yes, lots of running around because I was excited. Batting practice was actually happening despite the stadium opening so late. So I was walking around trying to make something happen in the left field seats, and yeah, that was the end of batting practice. So I headed to the third base dugout and begged.
Mr. Brown, any chance for a ball, please? Since we only got 1 minute of BP?
Yeah, I know that sounded desperate and stupid, but I think part of the reason is that I had just run over there and I was out of breath, so give me a break, all right? Anyway, here I am talking to Ali Modami, who's a coach for the Angels. He is extremely cool. He's hooked it up for me for more than a decade. He's been around for a long time. If you see him, say hey, he's a cool guy. And so, yeah, I was just standing around at this point, you know, watching the players interact with some fans. That's always nice to see. But, oh my God, how frustrating! These 60-minute gates, yes, I've been talking about it in every video that I've done in Baltimore. I can't help it. And you're going to see, basically, the look on my face right here is how I was feeling. The most fun part of the day is batting practice. And without that, yeah, these videos are just not as fun. My time in the stadium isn't as fun. I mean, Camden Yards is fun overall. It's a cool place, but damn. Anyway, you can see lots of shots of groundskeepers. Fun fact, I worked as a minor league groundskeeper in the summer after I finished high school. True story. So, just hanging out here on top of the bullpens, way out in left center field. Again, trying to make something happen and get on the board. So, you can see some catching drills right here. That is Chad Wallach, whose father Tim played 17 seasons in the major leagues and as a coach with the Dodgers in 2011, threw me a baseball at Citi Field. And speaking of thrown balls...
Thank you! Oh, Ben Carhart helping me avoid the shutout. So you want this one?
No way! Thank you.
All right, on the board. That feels good. I've been switching back and forth between hats. I was afraid Ben might see me wearing the Angels hat here, but he knows the deal. Anyway, he's the man. I can relax a bit, and of course the goal for tonight is to catch a home run. That's cool. So yeah, between Hunter Renfroe and Zack Hample, which signature is easier to read?
I was a Zack guy.
Can I get that ball? Thank you.
right, this game is underway, and Mike Trout struck out in the top of the first, and then Shohei, well, I couldn't see him from deep out on Utah Street, but he flied out. And so, bottom of the first right now, Adley Rutschman is up. So I'm out here on the flag court. You can see what's behind me. Not really any view of the batter from here, but I feel like this is the spot. So pretty much gonna hang here and turn my videographer loose to film me, film the fans, film the game, and I'll be waiting for the long balls. I flinched on that one because Santander's hit a foul ball that went up at the exact angle that a home run ball also would have gone up in the air. But, you know, there's really nothing going on yet as far as the offense is concerned. Scoreless, bottom three. In the top of the fourth, Trout's leading off and then Ohtani. So as always, I'm hopeful. I was talking about the lack of scoring in the game, but look at this. My guy, Mike Trout, absolutely crushing one to right center. And look where this thing lands, in the gap in right center. So I took off running for it because, of course, I have my device, the cup trick. I thought I could fish that baseball out. But that dude right there running is my very good friend Rick, who has a device of his own. So I was trying to beat him to the spot. I was cutting down the stairs, thought I might go through the rows, but it was too crowded. And I was like, to hell with it. Rick had a head start on me anyway, so he deserves the ball if he's able to get it. But as it turned out, there was an employee sitting behind the wall somewhere who grabbed that baseball for himself. Maybe because it was a Mike Trout home run. So after that, spent a little time out on Utah Street when Shohei came up after that. He didn't do anything. And so I'm just feeling all kinds of frustrated and dumb right now. I should be happier with my very favorite player launching a home run, but I had this thought before Trout led off in the fourth inning, maybe I should go sit out in right center field in the front row in case he hits one to the gap. And then I was like, nah, I'll just watch him from the flag court. So right now we are through 5 innings. Orioles are up 3-1. So 4 innings remaining total for my time here in Baltimore. And I'm still hoping that there will be some home runs out this way.
Let's see if that's correct. That is correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for your Baltimore Orioles number 54, Adley Rutschman.
So guys, how about that cup trick? I wasn't exactly snagging game home runs with it, but I did get a pair of warm-up balls that were thrown by some very talented players. The first one came from Mike Trout in the middle of the 7th inning, and then Cedric Mullins tossed the next one just before the 8th got underway. And unfortunately, my antics did cause somewhat of a scene, but nobody was upset with me, and in fact, it was quite the opposite. It felt like every single fan in the bleachers noticed me and stopped me on my way out to say hello and take photos. And look, I'm always happy to do that, but I just didn't want to block anyone's view since the game was still in progress. Now, at the start of the 9th inning, Orioles closer Felix Bautista entered the game, and man, that was quite a dramatic sight. I was glad to see Trout get on base one final time with a walk, but the Angels couldn't do anything after that. Shohei went down on strikes, and then Hunter Renfroe hit a deep fly ball to Cedric in center field for the final out. And so the Orioles won this game by the score of 3-1, and they are looking really, really good this season. So many young, talented players, so I feel like they're going to be competing all season long and probably for years to come. Now, there were only 2 home runs tonight. Of course, Trout hit one of them, and Austin Hayes connected on the other, and I wasn't close to either one of them, but it was still a really fun time overall here at Camden Yards. So I got 3 baseballs today. The first was tossed up by Ben Carhart before the game, then the 2 cup trick balls. I gave all of them away, but they all count for the lifetime total, so that number is now 12,152! And it's a shame that the stadium doesn't open earlier for all kinds of reasons. Personally, my numbers were low, and that's a shame because remember how every baseball that I'm catching this year is helping to raise money for a children's baseball charity called Pitch In for Baseball and Softball? Well, I'll link to my fundraiser in the description for this video, so check that out and consider contributing. But yeah, that's it. I actually am driving back to New York City tonight. So that pitch clock came in handy. Game time tonight, just 2 hours and 30 minutes. So there will be no falling asleep behind the wheel. So that's it for me here in Baltimore. Not sure if I'll be back this season. Could happen. You'll have to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you guys for watching.